Today we're going to talk about dividing polynomials. But before we divide f of x by g of x, let us recall first the steps in dividing numbers. Suppose we have 79 divided by 3. 79 is called the dividend, and 3 is called the divisor. So to divide, we take 7 and divide by 3. So the first step is to divide. 7 divided by 3 gives us 2. After dividing, we multiply. 2 times 3 gives us 6. And then we subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. And then we bring down the next digit. So we bring down 9. And then we repeat the process. So we divide again, multiply, subtract, bring down. So 19 divided by 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 19 minus 18 is 1. But because there's nothing more to bring down, we stop here. We call 1 the remainder. If the remainder is 0, then we say 3 is a factor of 79. But since the remainder is not 0, then 3 is not a factor of 79. Now, in order to divide f of x by g of x, we can follow the same procedure. So here, let's divide f of x by g of x. So the first step is to divide. So what we're going to do is take the first term of the dividend and divide it by the first term of the divisor. So that's going to be 6x to the fourth divided by 3x. And that's going to give us 2x cubed. And we put 2x cubed on top of negative 11x cubed. So notice that we're lining up like terms. Now after we divide, we are going to multiply. But when we multiply, we have to multiply 2x cubed by 3x, which gives us 6x to the fourth, and we put that here. And then we multiply it also by 2, and that's going to give us positive 4x cubed. So we'll have here 4x cubed. So now we're done multiplying. The next step is to subtract. We have to remember that to subtract is the same as adding the opposite. So I will take the opposite of 6x to the fourth, which is negative 6x to the fourth, and the opposite of positive 4x cubed, which is negative 4x cubed. And then I'll add. So 6x to the fourth plus negative 6x to the fourth is 0. Negative 11x cubed plus negative 4x cubed is negative 15x cubed. So I'm done subtracting. Now I will bring down the next term. So minus 7x squared. So I'm done bringing down. I'll repeat the process. I will divide again. So divide negative 15x cubed over 3x. And that's going to give us negative 5x squared. So we're going to put here negative 5x squared. And then we will multiply again. So negative 5x squared times 3x is going to be negative 15x cubed. And then negative 5x squared times 2 is negative 10x squared. So I'm done multiplying. Now we are going to subtract, but to subtract is the same as to add the opposite. So add the opposite. So this becomes 0, and negative 7x squared plus 10x squared gives us 3x squared. Now I'm done subtracting. We will now bring down the next term, which is positive 8x. And then repeat the process. So now we'll divide 3x squared by 3x. And we're going to get x. So we put the answer here, plus x. Then we multiply again. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times 2 is 2x, positive. We will change the sign. We take the opposite, add the opposite. This will be 0. And 8x plus negative 2x is 6x. And there's one more term to bring down, the 3. Now we divide again. 6x divided by 3x is equal to 2. So we put here plus 2. Now we multiply again. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 2 is positive 4. We are going to add the opposite. So now we're going to get 0 here. And 3 minus 4 is negative 1. And since there's no more term to bring down, we are done. And negative 1 is the remainder. So in order to write the quotient, we're going to have 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus x plus 2 plus the remainder, so minus 1 over the divisor 3x plus 2. Now we're done. So now let's check if our answer is correct. So I'm going to take 6x to the fourth minus 11x cubed minus 7x squared plus 8x plus 3. Copy that and put it over here. I will select and then divide by 3x plus 2. And we see a graph. Here's the graph of f of x divided by g of x, or f of x over g of x. Now let's put our answer here and see if we're going to have the same answer, the same graph. So let's put here 2x to the third minus 5x squared plus x plus 2 minus 1 over 3x plus 2. Notice that they are the same graph. So that means we got the right answer. Okay, let's put that back. There it is.